Hi guys. First of all, apology for the fact that this is on webcam software. I finally found one that doesn't stop every time I move, I think, because this is about the 5th time I've made this video. I was going to use my camera again like I did for the last video, but unfortunately I didn't put it on charge after I went to the Harry Potter studios and it's completely dead. But at least I wasted the battery doing cool things, taking photos of, like, Death Eaters masks and shit. And I'm also sorry that I haven't uploaded another video since my first one, Rebecca, seeing as you're the only person who actually seemed to really notice. Thank you for the ask, by the way. That was sort of what prompted me to do this. But more than that, what prompted me to do this was a status that I posted on Facebook earlier about Tess Munster, the plus-size model. Basically, she's sort of finally making the big time now. She's been signed to a modelling agency in the UK. She's starting to make it big in the US, and I couldn't be happier for her because it's bringing a lot of publicity to her Eff Your Beauty Standards movement, and this is where people are getting it wrong. A lot of keyboard warriors that I've seen are saying things like her Eff Your Beauty Standards movement is encouraging people to be fat, and it's saying that only fat people can be beautiful. And no, that's not what she's saying. What she's trying to get across is that everyone is beautiful and there isn't a beauty standard because everyone is beautiful and everyone is different. That is what Eff Your Beauty Standards is. She's not saying that she's beautiful because she's fat. She's saying she's fat and beautiful. She's not saying that thin people are ugly because that's not true. That's not the case. She's saying that there shouldn't be a beauty standard. She's not saying Eff Your Beauty Standards, thin people are ugly. She's saying Eff Your Beauty Standards for existing. And this is where a lot of people don't seem to get it. And it's driving me insane, because people are thinking that Tess is encouraging people to be fat and overweight. And that's just really, really not what she's about. And I think she'd be pretty gutted if she thought that that was what people were gonna do. The other thing is health. Yes, admittedly, it's not healthy to be overweight in the same way that it's not healthy to be underweight. But I, of all people, know that your size doesn't determine what's going to happen to you. I mean, my dad smoked very rarely before I was born and gave up, I think, about 3 or 4 years before I was even born. He drank on occasion, but not to excess even then. He cycled to work every day, and he died of a heart attack at work at the age of 47. So, you know, he was a fit, healthy, youngish man, middle-aged man, I should say. And, you know, he was struck down with no warning. Being fat doesn't mean you're going to die tomorrow. Being fit and healthy doesn't mean you're going to live forever. You know, yes, health is important, and as far as you can, you should live a healthy lifestyle, but it's not the be-all and end-all. I feel a bit bad saying that, obviously, as someone who lost someone to a heart attack, but it was so sudden and so out of the blue for me that it's not that I struggle to see the relationship between health and weight and fitness and stuff, but it did nothing but prove to me that it can happen to anyone, if that makes sense. Like I said before, you know, being healthy doesn't mean you're going to live forever, being fat doesn't mean you're going to die tomorrow, and vice versa. You know, being healthy, you could be struck down tomorrow. I'm sorry, there was just a bang at my front door then. Being healthy, you could be struck down tomorrow. Being fat, you could live forever. You know, you can't judge how long you're going to live. And yes, as I said before, as far as you can, you should lead a healthy lifestyle. But as long as you're comfortable in your skin, that to me is almost more important, because at least you're going to live your life while you're alive. You know, you could be as fit as anything and not want to leave the house because you're crippled with self-hatred because of the way you look. And that's no way to live your life. You know, if you embrace who you are and embrace how you look, and you can love yourself for that, then maybe you'll want to make yourself healthier. I don't know. I don't really know how people's brains work other than mine, and I don't really know how that one works other than not very well. What I'm trying to say is Tess isn't trying to make people fat. So please don't think that she is. And she's not body shaming thin people. She's not body shaming people in the media. She's not body shaming anyone. She's encouraging universal acceptance. My cat's just run out the room and now I'm really frightened there's a ghost in here. If you see something behind me, like, know that I died doing something that I loved. She's encouraging universal acceptance. She's not encouraging body shaming on any level. And I fucking hate body shaming. I mean, someone posted on the status I made on Facebook saying that they hated things that said real men like curves. And it's like, fucking no. Real men should like real women and accept that real women are all different and not all women have curves, not all women have no curves, you know? Real men need to accept that women are real women. You know, it's massively frustrating, especially because I've said this so many times, but none of you have heard it. I've heard it. I was going to say my cat, but she's deaf. It's just, I'm getting to the point of frustration now instead of the anger that I had before. But Tess isn't encouraging body shaming on any level, and no one should, because that's the sort of shit that you just don't do, in my mind. And hopefully in everyone else's mind, but obviously that's not the case. In an ideal world, everyone would accept the way that they looked and everyone would accept the way everyone else looks, but, you know, that's not going to happen tomorrow. But that's what the Eff Your Beauty Standards movement is. It's accepting what you are and accepting what other people are and seeing the beauty in everyone. It's not saying fat people are solely beautiful. It's not saying thin people are solely beautiful. It's not saying fat people are ugly. It's not saying thin people are ugly. It's saying that everyone is beautiful and beauty standards just shouldn't exist. Which is personally something that I agree with and something that I wish more people agreed with. But, you know, what do I know? I'm just me. But the frustration that I'm feeling when I'm seeing more and more of these things, and it's just like so hard not to butt in there and correct people. It's driving me mad. So if the next time you see me like I'm bright red in the face, it's because of all the withheld comments that have like bubbled to the surface. Bubbled to the surface, that looks really scary. That'll be the cold. So yeah, I'm going to try and make videos more often, as much as I can when I get angry about shit, apparently. I'll try not to talk about Tess anymore, although I might have another rant about bodies and things like that, because I saw a thing on TV a little while ago that really pissed me off that I've been meaning to make a video about, but I haven't got round to. So yeah, this isn't the last you've heard about my fat rants. So yeah, I hope you agree with me, and if you don't, then that's fine, but please don't try to talk to me, because I won't respond.